Hey you? Or is it hey me?
Neither. We're all fakes. Who are you?
Just think of us as fragments. Masqueraders.
Fakes. Masqueraders? You don't even have masks.
If your friend the cicada were here, do you know what he'd say?
Mask. From the Latin, masca.
A cover for the face. A specter.
A nightmare.
And we all have nightmares here, don't we?
Onkos was the Greek word. It meant the mask worn by an actor in a tragedy.
It also meant a weight or a burden.
The mass of misery that hangs on the head of one who suffers.
And we all have burdens here, don't we?
Can you take off the mask? Set down the burden. Wake up from the nightmare.
That's what you've been doing.
Your mind is a matryoshka.
But be careful. What's underneath could be worse.
Where are we? The carnival? My head? Why not both?
A Coney Island of the mind.
Can you help me find her? The woman. I know you know who she is.
Sure thing. Walk up the tracks.
Do it yourself.
That's the whole problem.
It's not a pilgrim's progress when you hitch a ride.
But you've still gotta get past us.
Get past you?
Sure thing.
Just need to look us in the face.
And say please.
Worse? Sure, we put on masks for a reason, don't we?
Maybe under all those layers of overcoats, there's only a dead rat. And what if there's nothing beneath?
Please?
Sure thing. Just tell me this. Do you remember what you called me? The man you were?
I called you a fool.
Liar. You didn't even give me a name. And how about me? The man before you. What did you call me? Do you remember?
I called you a hanged man.
That's not true. You didn't give me any name at all.
Well, then now it's my turn. The you who is to come. What did you say I was? Remember? I called you a hanged man. You gonna tell me why? Wishful thinking, I guess.
Well, that's that. Maybe you'll do better at looking yourself in the face up there.
Up where?
You'll see.
Hopefully that hike won't repeat itself. I think I'd rather hit the tree again. I'm sick of looking at myself. It's not like my luck can get any worse. Only 2 rocks left. Just enough for what needs to be done. Here we go again. Well, last one. Huh. For once I did something right. I'm sick of being watched, too. Not bad. Well, look at that. In we go.
Please write your name to continue.
Hello? Hello? Well, I guess it's an eye, not an ear. So, what do I... That's it, isn't it? Your name. Ha! Well, I wasn't planning on going back anyway.
The man who takes the right path will find his cup runs over, while he who goes the other way will, by and by, be left with nothing.
I can barely even see myself with these pieces missing. Whew, strong stuff. Well, it worked for Alice. Oh, my head feels strange. Not again. Where is it? A ladder? That wasn't there before. Funny. No bottle down here. I don't want to touch it. What the hell?
Quote the raven, huh? All right. Ever heard of the mirror mark test? Eggheads use it to see if an animal really knows itself. You put the thing in front of a mirror, and you put a mark on its forehead. Then you see, does it understand the animal in the mirror is its own reflection? Or does it just get mad and lash out? Everything from God to Corvids have passed it. And yet, here you are. Oh, so you don't like the mirror? Well then, let me give you another mark to work with. Ravens mate for life. Actually, most of us birds are monogamous, which means that thing you humans find so romantic. You're not spotting yourselves in swans and turtle doves. You're admiring the avian in humanity. It's the closest you'll ever get to flying, really. Still lashing out. Only a fool thinks he needs a broken mirror to reflect a broken man.
A little broken glass never hurt anybody, right? Too slow. Always too slow.
Young eyes see the world for what it is. But from our teachers we learn pareidolia. Our vision warps until we see nothing but distorted versions of ourselves in every stone and socket. And when one sees his sin etched in every inch, he's left with no choice but blindness.
Did you think I was full? That I was gone? No. I will hound you until I swallow your son.
The liquid's out of reach. Well, it's progress.
we're getting there. Almost got it. One more shard. There. What is that? You know, someone once told me, the man who stands at a strange threshold should be cautious before he crosses it. But what else am I going to do? I did it! I made it back! Don't worry, I'm here. I'll get you out of there. It's not even locked. Hi, I'm here. What? What is that? No!
Oh, this is always my favorite part. Like I told you, you always drop the ball at the end.
No!
Don't bother. I'm already inside your head. You know that. I've always been watching. Watching you squander and ruin every single good thing in your life. Did you think you could win? Idiot. Take a good look at the setting you made for our little escapade. In your heart, you knew this was a carnival game. You knew life was a carnival game. Rigged from start to finish. It was never a matter of winning. Just a question of how much you would lose before you realized it was time to quit. Well, ready to quit yet?
I can't reach them.
Yet? Aren't you sick of running? Your whole life. Running from that dark thing always just behind you, like a black dog. Hungry, angry, relentless. And you fed it, didn't you? And now there's nowhere left to run.
I guess I'm nowhere. They're too heavy to lift. I've fallen enough. The path is gone.
That's the thing with shadows. You can never escape them. Unless you go into utter darkness. But you failed even at that. You're too worthless to even quit while you're behind, let alone to win. You really thought you could save her from that dark crab that had her in its clutches. After all, a man is meant to be the hero of his own adventure. But not you. You are just a husk. A rat. You can't just untie a noose. The noose is tied around my neck. They don't have a cutting edge. I can't move with this noose around my neck. I can't pull myself up. You, of all people, should know the playwright's truth. Death is never a tragedy. Death is where a tragedy ends. And now you're left with nothing but masks and metaphors, excuses and equivocations, and a woman always just out of reach. What do we make of a man who plays a deadly game, but only when the rules say he can't die? You're worse than a pawn. A sacrifice can't save your queen. And even if you reach the end of the board, she's not coming back. And it's all your fault. That's not going to work. The golden wings. Weakling. They're too heavy to lift. The path is gone. Fraud. Failure. This is starting to feel like déjà vu, but not quite. Now, you're going to think I'm telling you about jamais vu for the first time, no matter how often we've already had this conversation. It's when you've heard something before, been somewhere before, met someone before, and yet it feels completely unfamiliar. If a man writes death 1,000 times, he starts to wonder, is that even a word? But it is. Oh, how it is.
we're getting somewhere.
No. You're on a journey to nowhere, and you're wearing yourself to nothing. Do you really think you can escape me?
I've got you.
I did it. I made it. But the dark thing... it's right behind me.
There is no dark thing, you liar. These symbols are evasions. Crows, crabs, clowns. This grab bag of myths and masks and make-believe. It's all an evasion. She's dead. Do you understand? You can't talk your way out of that. You can't cut your way out of that. You can't imagine your way out of that. This figment, this fragment. Savor all you want, or don't. It doesn't matter. She's a fake, and you're a fraud. You already failed. You didn't save her. You can't. She's dead. This whole carnival is a lie. A funhouse mirror. Because you're too ashamed to look in a real mirror and see who you really are. You know I'm right. The only thing in your whole damned adventure that's ever been true is what I've been saying. I am your mirror.
He's lying.
He's telling you facts. But what a mirror can show is a dim reflection at best. Our lives, ourselves, they're more than just facts. They're truths. And all those symbols let us see the world's truths through the eyes of another, as a lover's eyes show us our own bright selves. You saw me, and I have never stopped seeing you, my love.
But are you dead?
Yes, dead, not gone. I'm here, aren't I?
But the dark thing is here too.
If there's a shadow in your mind, it's because there's a light in your mind to cast it. You thought I was the light, but it was always inside you. I saw it. The whole world is full of lights, shining in the darkness, like the sky is full of stars, and the field is filled with fireflies. You thought I caught you as you fell through darkness, but you were the light I saw. We caught each other. In here, out there, our light is still shining. And now, once more, you need to spread your wings and fly toward that light.
But the wings were wrecked when I crashed.
Those were a crutch. You have what you need, my love.
He has nothing, and he will fly nowhere. Beyond this gloom in which you're hiding, there's just reality, as hard and sharp as a knife. Out there is what you're running from. your black dog, your dark thing, your shadow. We are the reflection of a life you can't look in the face.
Don't look it in the face, my love. Look it in the eyes. And soar. Goodbye, my love.